Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to yet another DMing Hadley game. Tonight, we are back with the OG Mercenary Guild. And this is going to be Season 6, Episode 6. And I have titled this episode, The Devil's in the Details. And welcome to the beautiful hot springs, volcanic hot springs, in the southern end of, it was once a beautiful burgeoning continent, but now overrun by the Nine Hells and the devil denizens of its depths. I'm real excited because last time we saw our adventurers, they were standing atop said volcano, cresting these beautiful calcified hot springs, and were advised by a devilish woman that if they wanted the dragon eggs, that they could go and take them from the bubbling, sulfurous, poisonous pool in which they resided. She stood halberd in hand, wings spread, silhouetted by the last light of the setting sun. Very exciting. In fact, the scene seems to have turned a little more reddish from the magma and lava flows to the south of this mountain. But that's fine, because y'all are intrepid adventurers. Very capable heroes, question mark. And I'm excited. I've been sitting here for a week wondering if this lady's gonna kill y'all. I'm ready. I'm ready to find out if she does. I don't think she'd have that hard of a time doing it, to be quite honest. I think she would probably mop up the bottoms of these hot springs with you, and then probably donate your armor to some like children devils fund, and see that they got their sort of first taste of looting living people's bodies, and really set them on the straight and narrow towards lawful evil.
That sounds hot.
That's how we do things around here. Without further ado, y'all know it was coming. You were waiting for it. I know it's the best part of the program, and that's the round robin. Now, during the round robin, we like to do four distinct things. The first thing we do is introduce ourselves. The second thing we do is share with one another and the world our pronouns. The third thing we do is introduce our characters. And the fourth and final thing we do is offer a vivid aesthetic description of our characters so that they may live in each and every one of our brain holes. Because, you see, I like to vividly hallucinate with my friends on the internet for 2 to 3 hours at a time, 6 days a week, often multiple times per day, and today is no different. So, without further ado, Wayne, why don't you take it away and show the folks at home how it's done?
Oh. G'day. My name's Wayne. My pronouns are he, him. I'm dialing in from humid as buggery Australia today. Unlike these other fine Northern Hemisphere gentlemen, if I get your accents right. Today I will be playing Wayne the Wizard. He's a ranger. He's not a wizard. Dresses like a wizard. He's got a long wizard beard, pointy wizard hat. He kind of grew up mostly in the Feywild, being playthings and pets, and subsequently doesn't really trust giving his real name or identity to anybody anymore, and has learnt a thing or two about the art of not being what you seem. He, under these occasions, generally wears kind of autumnal tone wizarding outfit, sort of chimney brick reds, Halloween oranges, some nice woody browns, but with a noticeable addition of rather more leather and metal armor than the average wizard hauls around on their ass. He also, as we discovered by reading the rules slightly closer, has a distinct but subtle smell of propane and butterscotch.
So good.
I'd also like to take the opportunity to do a big shout out to Curtis Drummer, the bard, who last week persuaded said incredibly dangerous devil and all her little devil friends to let us have said eggs in exchange for reputedly an extremely powerful magical item, Honest Governor. Big props. Hero of the hour.
Yep. So, yep, it's correct. Great. Thanks, Wayne. Hey, Jen or Rios, do you want? Hey, listen. I got acclimated to Jen early on, but I don't want to do you like that.
I go on a lot of names
if that's not how you want to get done.
I mean, if you want to call me John, I don't mind. You can call me
Jen.
John.
Well, I call you Jen. Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't want.
Yeah,
if you're like, no, people should refer to me as Rios.
No, if it was real life, it'd be different. But Jen's my internet name now.
Okay. All right.
Speaking of, I am Jen, or as my other name goes, I am also Rios. I he/him pronouns. And tonight, I shall be playing once again Brendan Rivers, a very human fighter who likes to fight with a good old Jack and Ass, as he affectionately named him after the Sionel, the quartermaster, has affectionately given him after he asked for something, a little bit of an upgrade.
Some dope cestus. I'm just saying, they're pretty hot.
Yeah, recently he's been
diamonds. Diamonds
Yeah.
that say Jack and ass with an exclamation
Jack and
point.
ass.
It's good. It's good. It matches the grill.
Recently he's been having a bit of a crisis in his head. He's like he sees himself as like as a good person. However, he also just made friends with the devil. So it's like he's like people, Biles put the idea in his head, like, am I evil? It's like, I know I kill people, but it's like
the drama.
Am I? Well, it's like, I don't know what happened, but he went from the punchy dude to somehow talking to demons and making friends with them.
I think it's amazing the absolute both bravado and gall of this guy. To just be like, guys, it's fine. I'll talk to the devil.
Yeah, I'll talk to him for like half an hour.
It's fine. I'll just chit chat. I'll just talk his ears all the way off.
Xavier seems to enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I know he's very receptive. Devils love a good conversation.
Nice. Well, that is
What's he look like?
What's he look like? Yes. So he looks different now. He's shaved. He got a haircut. So now he looks like he didn't just spend the last 6 months in the woods. No, he's got a nice peach fuzz coming along.
Sure.
He's got like the fade. He's faded
high
up.
and tight.
He's got that
high
square,
and
the
tight.
high and tight.
Yeah.
He's got the high and tight. You get the cheekbones.
That's how I like him, high and tight.
He recently polished his armor, so now it looks prettier.
Yeah. He's a fancy boy.
Yeah, so he's looking better now. Maybe that might save him against this devil queen.
You never know. You never know. It could be. Could be just what does it for you. What kind of armor are you rocking? You got some half plate?
I've got a plate armor.
Full plate.
Yes, plate
armor. Okay, great.
It makes his punches better. He's got more weight behind it.
You got some heft. That's why I hit so hard, because I got some heft.
Yeah,
some heft behind me.
Yeah.
Excellent. Very nice. Thanks, bud. Manuel. There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
Guten Morgen, as they say in these parts.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
In the Northern Hemisphere as well. A bit too close to Russia for comfort at the moment.
Jesus. Tell me about it.
Early,
Fuck.
early as hell here. I'm Manuel. I'm using the he, him pronouns, and I am running Curtis Drummer, the Tabaxi Bard. He is a really handsome figure. He has got this beautiful, thick, lush, honey-colored fur with dark tips, and well, he's really just a charismatic devil in his own way. And before joining the Mercenary Guild, he used to travel around the Moonsea while that was still a thing. I believe it's now part of Ravenloft. So he was around politicians, lawyers, mayors, councilmen a lot. So he thought he knew devils. But in this situation, he thinks he might have gotten himself into literally pretty hot water. He's very, very happy that Wayne is around, and no matter what anybody, including Wayne, is saying, he believes in the wizardry of Wayne, so that the party isn't relying on a drummer spell casting too much, because well, yeah, we see what that's getting everybody into.
Pretty exciting. Now I wanted to make sure I'm still, because I again wanted vividly hallucinate. He's like orangey tan colored, like yellowy.
Yeah, it is not. It's not a Garfield kind of coat
Sure,
color.
no.
It's a bit more subdued. It is a dark honey. It is so
Okay.
it's more like a brown, yellow,
Okay.
deep dark. It's beautiful. It's not the Halloween
Stop
orange
me
of.
when I point at the
Oh yeah, right about there.
right
Yeah.
around here-ish. All right,
Mhm.
some sienna tones.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Nice. Ochres as a palette.
Burnt ochre.
Great. Great. Magnificent. Cool. You're not armored though, are you?
Well, for this mission, I mean, I have a light leather, well,
Okay.
not a breastplate, but
Sure.
like, yeah, sometimes when I think it's too dangerous, and I have it on right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. Sweet. Matt, how's that feeling for you, buddy? You ready to get down on it?
This is really fun. I'm Matt Rivera. I'm from the great state of Georgia. I live in the great state of New York, which is greater than Georgia.
Me too.
I'm a family doctor by trade, and I wish I could just do nerdy stuff like this all the time. My character's name is Larvain. He is the cousin of my main character. If you have met a tight ass in your life, he seems like that on his surface, but he's really laid back in life. He's a paladin who fights for men, and he likes men. My pronouns are any pronouns because, like Walt Whitman said, I am large. I contain multitudes. I don't care what you call me. I have a beard. People call me he, him. Fine. I have chainmail armor equipped right now just because he wears heavy armor. That's fine by me.
You've got. I mean, you will have at level 6. Let me just check and see what your money situation is at level 6. You would have an extra 550 gold to spend. I don't know if there's, I don't know if that goes towards anything enough to get you.
You said 520?
550 on top
550.
of whatever you started with.
I'll fool around with it and see.
Okay, see if there's anything else you like.
What
weapons do we see on you?
He has a great sword, and a mace because he's not the most finessed person in the world. Paladins are healers, and he falls into the category of nothing heals like stainless steel. So heal the party by killing the enemy.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Okay.
Some people think lead and copper do the trick. I can't seem to argue with them.
My dad said one time that my dog had a lead deficiency, and then he shot it. So
That's fucked up. It's fucked up. Sweet. Thanks, Matt. That, of course, brings us
I've
around.
traumatized everybody.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. That's, again, not entirely off base around here. Speaking of off base, Jordan.
Hello.
Sup?
That very dark joke is just reminding me of when you tried to kill my dog.
I tried not to kill your dog. I specifically, I had this conversation with someone
You
3
threatened
days
my
ago.
dog
No,
immediately.
I had to have this conversation with. I'm taking a therapeutic game master course, and we talk about like the like lines, and for some people it's like animal abuse, some child abuse, sexual assault, whatever the thing is. And it had been established by one of the players in that game that they wanted to see no sort of animal abuse. And this guy right here is like, I want to bring a mastiff into the game. And I was like, okay, it's like a familiar. And he's like, no, it's just a regular dog. And I was like, okay.
Beastmaster, what do you want from me?
What I wanted was for you to understand the narrative stakes of bringing exactly a dog onto the scene, because the specific scene that was set was 2 huge owl bears flanking a guy who was like a drug lord. That dog, if that dog went into the room, it'd have been the first thing torn to shreds.
Yeah, but I had plot armor on my dog.
No, you didn't, and that's what I was trying to tell you, was that you did not have, you had 11 AC for your dog. Everyone else, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, well, they would get a nat 1 and eat your dog for lunch.
I think the dog had like 30 hit points too.
It was not a lot. It was not a lot. It was like owlbear snack food.
Could take like maybe 1 hit.
Maybe 2. You could get a second hit in. Owlbears have multi-attack.
Okay. All right. I'll introduce my character now, the one without the dog that you tried to kill. My name is Jordan.
We'll find you. We'll beat you, boy. I got a belt around here somewhere. It's a big one.
I think that was the last game I played too.
It might have been. It might have been. Damn shame.
It's okay. My dog lived. That's what matters.
That's not canonical.
At least stop. All right. My name's Jordan, and I use he/him pronouns. I'll be playing Rivius, who is an howling rogue. He's real itty bitty. He only stands at like 3 feet. So he kind of has this love-hate relationship with people that are taller. Being stepped on or tripped over is not that great, but they are awesome shields when you need to hide behind something a little bit bigger.
Meat shield.
Yes. He has the coloration of a barn owl, so he has this really cute heart-shaped face, and his colors are tan, black, brown. He's kind of speckled a bit. His feathers are all preened and spotless, except for after the dip in the lake. He's kind of dripping right now. He doesn't wear any clothes. He keeps one of his daggers tucked under his left wing. It's a nice shiny one that Silverwhip gave him. He has a quiver and short bow on his back. There's a rapier on his hip. And he used to be a sailor, took long voyages at sea, so he's, familiar with fish and star charts, but he was looking for a bit of change of pace, and, the Mercenary Guild was a perfect place to do that at.
If you're looking for a change of pace, this'll do it. Sweet. So, that's all y'all. It's just this me. DMing Hadley. He, him pronouns here for about 60% or so of your DMing needs. Boy howdy. Boy howdy indeed. Y'all found yourself in a briny pickle bath here. I am for the sake of orderly engagement here. I would like for y'all to go ahead and roll initiative for me now. And if people start lurching ahead, then we will have to start using it. So here's how I like to do initiative. If you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you have got the highest initiative roll, then please go ahead and shout it out, and I will start with you. Not drummer. Got it. Wow, guys. Come on.
Y'all beating a 14?
I see Wayne got a 21. Rivius got a 14.
Hey, wait, Wayne, what are you doing? What are you doing with the 21? Not jumping in the mix, man.
Oh, I have a 7, so I'm last.
I said Wayne.
I'm remembering the last sessions where there were like 27s being thrown around.
Yeah, but that pause, that long tail of silence should have been like counting down from 30, and then when 21 hit, you'd have been like 21 ? Okay, Wayne with a 21.
I don't want to go first. I'm scared.
Did you do better than a 21?
No.
Which
is good because I rolled a 20.
Okay, that's exciting. All right, Larvain with a 20. Who's next? 14. 14. Marius with a 14.
7.
Hey, drummer.
It's a 6.
A 6 for drummer. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, okay. All right. Well, I gotta roll initiative too. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Should be very interesting. Okay. Sweet. Over here. Cool. Okay. First things first. Before we get into initiative proper, out of character, y'all might want to take a second and figure out what your game plan is here, because currently there's a devil lady with a halberd in one hand. And I don't know if y'all know what I do with halberds in my game, but they take arms and hands off for sure, amongst other things. I can't remember if I described her height, but she is a significant woman by way of stature. Her devilish nature, proven by her larger. Exactly. Yeah, you do not have a right to bear arms. It is a privilege that she bestows upon you, having chosen not to take yours off. Yeah, she's taller and thicker than a snicker. She's got a helm which covers her horns, full plate armor, and armor over her wings as well, which really just is a little over the top, but also like, damn girl. So think about here. I'm just gonna kick my feet up, lean back in this chair here for a minute. Y'all can figure out what you want to do about these dragon eggs in this here pool.
All right. Well,
how many eggs?
Roll me a perception check, please.
Can we all do that?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, that's a very unimpressive 11.
Okay, there are 4 dragon eggs in the pool. There's 3 sort of in a triangle and 1 set atop the others. You cannot really discern through this brackish water what types they are. The images sort of shift and there's blurps of sulfur, but you're pretty sure there's 4 eggs down there.
Oh, well, fellas, reckon I can get at least one of them. Probably all that I can see, but it is going to fuck me up. And that's all right. I'm just thinking, if we've got a way of getting Dios on the blower, have her come park down here so we're ready for a quick, swifty takeoff. That's all good. I can handle that. Of course, I'd feel like a bloody idiot if Dios had a big, say, net in the transport and we didn't ask her about that. I'd feel like a right proper numpty. Do we have a way of speaking to Dios? Do we have a way of getting her down here and getting, the getaway engine rare and ready to go?
Do we have one of those speaking stones?
Do you?
Do we? Do we have one of those speaking stones?
Do you?
Can I check?
Did someone give you, before you went on this mission, a stone of far speech?
I think that was in like a
stone
past
of
session.
sending. Anybody? I didn't.
We know what to ask.
Can I make
for
a luck?
next
Can I
time.
make a luck check?
Absolutely not.
I can always skyride, but then all the devils will see it as well.
Yeah, the thing
Correct.
is about I don't think we can beat her because she one-shotted the devil that almost one-shotted Rivius.
Yeah.
So I think fighting's out of the question. I could try to talk to her, like I did with Zabir.
I'm happy to go in and get him. It's just that
How hot is it?
if
How
it
much
co- if it-
damage?
if it comes to
Yeah.
blows, I'm going to be a bit useless if it comes to a fight afterwards. That's all I'm saying.
How deep is the pool?
How deep is your love for
How
me?
deep is the pool?
Yeah. Thank you for being
How
there.
deep is your pool?
Roll me a nature check, please, Brandon.
May I do this as well, as I'm seriously considering going for a skinny dip in there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Do you think you
cool.
guys could get me enough
Good
cover
interest.
that I could
Yeah.
fly back up to Bios?
Is anyone resistant to fire?
I'm sort of resistant
Nope.
to fire. Yes, that's why I'm saying I can do this.
To Rivius's point, if you want to do that, you would have to roll me a stealth check. We can sort of retcon. I think we'd established that this lady was sort of marching her way up to this top pool, way up yonder by the Chattahoochee.
It's hotter than a hoochie coochie.
You better goddamn believe it. Which is what you get with a 5. Is that it is in fact hotter than a hoochie coochie. Rivius, if you'd like to make a stealth check, you can try and get out of here. But that is what you have to do. You don't have to, but if you want, that's what you got.
It's a 13.
Magnificent. You fly up and you go, whoo, 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 shit, it's hot up here. As you begin to fly upwards and catch a blast of hot air and look down, and you can feel your skin tighten around the quills of your feathers, hot, and we see steam rising off you from the pool you splashed into moments ago. Arnis looks over and says, "Your friend is leaving."
You looked into the pool, right? Did you see any plants, guys? I mean, I know it is ridiculously hot in there, and sulfur, but moss, algae, anything like that.
How fast would we die if we were to like just dip in a pool, get the eggs, and get out?
Yeah. When you
I'm
rolled,
pretty sure I won't. I rolled an 8. So
yeah.
not great.
As both of you look at this pool, you're like, you see like bubble, and you're like, maybe it's just
Really
gas. Maybe it's just gas. There's
I've got a
just
spell for
gas
this.
bubbling up. It smells sulfury, right? It's got to just be, just like hot, or like.
Yeah.
You'll get out like when you dunk your hand accidentally into something, and then oh god, and you shake it, and it's like pink for a while, and then maybe the next day it hurts, but you'll be okay if you get in and out real quick.
Brendan.
But
Yes.
anyway, I
Curtis.
have a sending spell. I just wanted to let you know I have a
There you
sending spell ready, so I can message Bias anytime.
Okay. I reckon get her down here. Just in case she's completely heat immune, or just in case there's a net. Otherwise, I'm happy to go in. I'll do it, Brendan, not you, because
Okay.
I'm a wizard.
How about this? You do that. I'll talk.
But I'm going to be kind of messed up afterwards. I'm just going to make that absolutely clear. I'm not going to be much use. If you've still got that massive honking injecto thingy for the temporary hit points, yeah, I'll take that right about 30 seconds before going in.
Here,
Also, I'm going to have to get nude.
here you go.
I could give you 5 hit points with aid.
Not yet. You
Yeah,
can't.
no,
'Cause
no,
you're
save
not here yet.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I haven't arrived.
Let's get this sorted quickly.
I
I
don't
have
get to
an
see him when he
idea.
gets
I'd say.
nude.
I have an idea. So while you do this, I have a playing card set. Surely, a devil cannot say no to a playing card challenge.
I don't think she's going to be just too. I don't think you're fantastic on distractions, and I like that. I think she's going to be more amused by watching me turn into a lobster the hard way.
I know, but I don't want
is
her to
kind
get
of
the
her, Jake.
idea to like stab you with a really long weapon.
Well,
while
that's
you're
what.
in there.
Yeah, I think probably that's where you're going to be a lot more useful.
Yeah, so
in that respect.
that's why
I think she'll only do that if she thinks I'm actually winning.
Here's just to give you guys the straight layout here. This pool has a sloped calcified edge.
Right.
And then tapers towards the middle where these eggs you can see barely through the bubbles and brackish water. It's about 50 feet once you get in to get to the eggs. She is on the other side, about 100 feet away from you guys,
Good
maybe
to know.
105 feet away, and is a very imposing figure as she all but dares you to try and take these.
Now, do we know that even if we succeed in getting the eggs, that she won't just like try to kill us all?
You
anyway?
have absolutely no idea currently whether whether you guys are gonna grab the eggs, come back out, and then she's going to laugh while she murders each and every one of you in kind.
Okay.
That's why I would like. Sorry. Yeah.
Before I do anything else, I cast 8.
Okay.
8 on Wayne and basically on the other 3. I cast 8 on the other 3, so they get 5 temporary hit points.
Magnificent.
Your hit point maximum is increased by 5, and you get 5 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Oh, so that's so we get like 80s.
It's for 8 hours for the.
It's for 8 hours, yeah.
Great.
It's a
So
second
8
level
hours
spell.
for the extra 5, and then 5 temp on top of that.
But by chance, you also get cast guidance on me, because I might have to do my talk no jutsu thing again.
Actually, I thought maybe I can persuade her to get into a game.
You should probably let someone with charisma do
that's
the
good.
charisma
That's
work.
good. Yeah, do
That's
that.
just a
I'll be your
slight
wingman.
suggestion.
Because
Love that.
I'll be your wingman.
Because I don't know anything about guidance,
Okay.
Just checking on Rivius. Has Rivius got up to the level of the fortress, or is Livius just now a tiny furry spot?
Oh no, not even
or-
remotely that high. Rivius is sort of just behind you guys, and just caught wind of this sulfurous lava that the air of which was hot enough to burn him.
Okay.
That's
Drummer, yeah. If you could get bias on the blower, that'd be great.
Oh, how much hit points do you get for the potion that I gave you? I actually don't know.
I don't know what it does.
It is a potion of I think it's greater. Hang on. It is a potion of greater healing. So 4d4 plus 4. As a bonus action, you can 4d4 plus 4. As a full round action, you can get all 20 hit points.
Right.
So if you take
But
your whole turn
Brandon-
and you're just like...
So it actually
Brandon,
doesn't give him
you
any
hang on to it.
temporary hit. Yeah, it doesn't give
No
him any-
temporary.
You hang
hit
on
points.
to it. You hang on to it. I'll go in.
Okay.
When I
I'll
come
go.
back, you hit me with that. You hit me with that if I need it.
Do I have
And-
do I have like a fireproof blanket? Can I just like throw on him when he comes out? Just in case he's
Check
on
your
fire?
I'll be
inventory.
wet.
Does it...
I'll be wet.
Do you see a
I have clothes.
flame retardant? Okay.
Probably
No, I don't have.
the tissue damage will
I
already
have a
happened.
water skin. I have a water skin. I'll just squirt you with
Great.
water.
You can fill it with this brackish water
Mhm.
and then
However-
drink it later.
I have a cheesy rule interpretation question for you, friend
Yes.
DM.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
on account of one of my ranger abilities, my swim speed equals my walking speed.
Great.
Thus, if I increase magically my walking speed, say with this first level spell Long Strider,
Yes.
will that then boost my swim speed?
It will.
Splendid.
Yes.
It's looking more and more doable.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
Alrighty then.
It's all coming together.
Everybody ready for Wayne to get in the water and start retrieving dragon's eggs? Anybody?
Well,
Well, before
Uh,
that happens, we need to have our bard
we
friend
bump-
convince.
Bios
Yeah.
will come down.
play cards with
I,
me.
I cast
Okay.
sending.
Okay.
So I go, hi, bias. It is Drummer here, Curtis Drummer. We know each other from the Mercenary Guild. Oh, please come down ASAP with net, Wayne's burning, and eggs. Ah, damn, that was one too.
School of Eloquence, ladies and gentlemen. School of Eloquence.
Yeah, bingo, boingo, right on the money.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that she doesn't come for a different drummer.
Yeah. That's what he said. So as you cast this message, you hear, okay, drummer, I'll come down your way, but it's gonna be a minute. So y'all hold tight. I just gotta get the ship to, and then it cuts out because that was 25 words.
She coming? Alright.
Yeah, in about any minute now, literally.
Cool. That's cool. That's cool. I've got a thing to do first. Plant the stick.
Okay.
Hat on top of the stick.
Of course.
Shrug out of the breastplate.
Do you want to roll a
Anything-
performance check while you undress? I'm just
I'm
here.
okay, so I did plant the quarter staff, but I'm not doing a sexy pole thing.
Oh, damn.
Tempting though that is.
Slower.
Thank you for putting that idea into my head.
I'm just
But-
saying.
Brandon in the
Yeah.
background is like, doing a little whistle thing. Like,
Yeah,
I can't
wolf
do it.
whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah, you hear some of the devils down below. One of them pulls out a snare drum. Another one grabs a bass drum and starts, or bass guitar.
All right. If we're gonna be like this, in that
Okay.
case, one hand on the staff,
Okay.
One hand on the other staff.
Okay.
Hand comes up slowly.
Very good. Very
Undoes
good.
the buttons.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Mouth is doing the chewing gum motion in like
Okay.
4 times slowest tempo.
Sure. The crowd down but the lower pools, they're really loving this. They're hooting and hollering. They don't seem to have any. One of them's checking. They don't have any clothes on because they're devils. They're checking to see if they had
they're in the hot
pockets to pull coins from to throw at you from down there. They're obviously enthralled. Roll me a performance check, please.
I'll throw some silver at him.
Great. Roll me a ranged attack.
It's a 7 on performance. So
Fantastic.
possibly curly grey hair is not what's fashionable in the flesh pits of hell. This
I don't
season.
think it's so much. I think they're like loving it, honestly. I just think that as you go to like swing around the pole, we see your hand slip and you go splashing into this, and then there's just like resounding applause from the lower pools here, and as they applaud, Wayne, you hit the water and ho doggies. Can I
we
get a
are on.
Constitution
We are on. We're doing it.
saving throw, please?
Oh, what saving throw, please?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Yeah.
That is a 12.
Fantastic. You are going to take that many points of acid damage.
I am going to cast Absorb Elements
Nice.
as a reaction,
Fantastic.
granting me immunity to that specific damage.
Lovely. And then let's see about the hot. The hot's not actually going to be as bad as the acid. It'd be 5 points of hot damage. It's not technically fire, but it is
Heat.
Yeah, the acid's the real problem.
Okay,
Yeah,
Works for that too.
and I think you had some resistance in there as well.
That's
Is that
Absorb
correct?
Elements. Let me just have a look at the wording of Absorb
Okay,
Elements.
absorb elements was the one.
It's
okay,
triggered.
so
The trigger is you give resistance to the triggering damage type,
got
and
it.
it's a reaction. So if it's a double,
I'll tell
if
you,
it's a
the
double
acid's
damage
the
type.
one. The acid's the one to worry about for sure
okay,
of the two.
so acid resistant then.
Okay, very good, very good.
I've taken
You
how much
hit
acid?
that. I believe it was 12 points of acid damage,
Okay,
which will be halved, and then another 5 points of fire damage.
Oops. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't do much about the fire damage, but I can swim like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Because I didn't get a chance to cast.
No,
Log
it's
Strider
fine.
due to shenanigans.
I think that you're like, no, I bet I have to deal with this very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'll cross
just
that
make-
off.
Yep.
I'll cross that off too then. No biggie. All right. So that still takes my swim speed to 45. So it's an action to get down there.
It's just your movement.
It's
actually,
my movement.
since
it's
you
my
sort
movement to
of
get
sort
down
of
there.
fell the first 5 feet, and now have a 45-foot swim speed. You can literally get to the middle of this pool.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
How many can I scoop up with the 2 strong arms that the gods gave me?
Roll me another Constitution saving throw.
By all means. Doopity-doo, doopity-doo. Not my lucky day. 10.
Okay. Roll me a strength check with disadvantage, please.
Strength and athletics by any chance?
Sure.
Or-
Yeah, we just straight athletics. It's fine. It's fine.
Sure. I'd like to burn that inspiration from last week to cancel out the disadvantage if I could.
Okay. Sounds great.
Okay, that's a 17.
Okay. You can pick up 1 egg.
I do that and turn around to kick up to the top.
Okay. as you go to push yourself, as you go to grab this thing, it is bigger than you thought it was going to be. Looking down at the water through at an angle, this thing just looked like a normal, I guess, dragon's egg, a wyvern egg, pretty moderately sized. About, this thing is like double the size of what you expected it to be. And you push against that calcified floor, and it is very slick. And you feel your first footfall slide away and bump into another one of these eggs. But that second one you manage and push yourself back up, and as you come back above, you're just, it looks not actually doesn't look that bad for a man who's about to be boiled alive. And as you hear that gasp, anything else for Wayne there?
If I can turn around and start heading back, or am I stuck down here boiling and aciding alive?
You are. I would say turning around and heading back.
Gotcha.
But getting in here, getting this egg, having to heft it up off of that's essentially going to be your action.
Gotcha.
And turn around and start to move back.
Next round.
So yeah, next round. Hopefully you won't
Sweet.
have boiled
lot.
completely. Hey, Larvain,
Yes.
how do you feel about devils?
Absolutely hate them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever had the joy of meeting Erinys before?
It's a male or female?
It's female. She's right there. You see, you spent the last day climbing up this mountain just for the chance to kill this devilish wench. And now she's alone at the edge of this pool.
She's probably pissed me off one time or twice.
She's pissed off a few people in her day.
Yeah.
It's one of her specialties.
Yeah.
As you hear water splash and people thrashing about, you come around the edge of this volcanic calcification and see her. She seems to be delighting in watching a man boil alive inside of this pool. And as he bobs up from the water, you see that he has what looks like a dragon's egg, a very large one at that. Barely holding on with one arm and trying to paddle with the other.
Oh, why the hell does he have a dragon's egg? What are these guys doing?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
Also has a long white beard, so
yeah.
I think Larvain sees this woman. He's behind her.
You are sort of off to her right and behind, coming around this mound of calcification. You're about 30 feet from her.
Okay.
And she is standing holding a halberd, and she sort of rubs her forehead and seems to be chuckling at the misfortune of this poor man.
Yeah. I think I would cast Searing Smite and then move in and try to take a pop shot at her.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
She does not currently see you.
Yeah.
Her attention is on that of these other individuals. So
she's tormenting.
She's tormenting one of them. The other ones seem to be looking on with similar sort of enthusiasm.
Wow,
strangely
guys,
enough.
really?
And as if this is what he's supposed to be doing with his life. I do need you to roll me a stealth check.
Oh yeah.
To see if she's going to
Not the
notice
best
you
at
as
that.
you approach. I imagine not with the plate
14.
armor. Okay. She does not seem to notice you as you come around between the splashing and your thoughtful movements. You get within about 10 feet of her and realize that you're sort of behind her right wing, and that's providing the visual protection you need and cover you need to get up close to her.
That's how she didn't see the 6'4" elf sneaking up on her in
Yeah.
plate armor.
Yeah, precisely.
I would like to cast Searing Smite at the 2nd level.
Okay. Crank it up and let's see what you got.
It rolled me a total damage of 15, but I think I have to roll a
Yeah, give me that 2 hit first.
15 Constitution.
I think you have to hit and then pop off the smite. Let me double check that.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, what are you going to attack with?
His mace.
Okay,
It's a mace of warning.
great. So give me that. Click on the +7 to hit,
Yeah.
and let's see how. Oh, you'll have advantage on this because she does not know
10.
you're there.
And then we'll do a second roll. 14. So 14 is the higher of the two.
Magnificent. You swing down that mace, and you, as you do, her wings sort of like buffets as she chuckles, and we see that mace about to hit her right smack dab in the head. And as her wing goes back, the head of the mace gets caught on the armor on her wing and travels down, and you hear it hit the back of her helmet, which makes a disturbing ringing sound. And then she brings down her wing and looks back over her shoulder and just goes,
Do we see that or hear that?
You do hear the ringing sound, and as that wing lowers, you see an elven individual standing there, having attacked her.
I go like, oh, Gary, Gary, what a hilarious way to announce yourself. Always up for the pranks. It's our Gary. What a prankster.
Rivius,
close.
It is unfortunately your turn. Rivius,
Gods almighty.
as you are flying upwards, caught on this updraft of sulfurous air, you look down and you hear that ringing. Look down on the scene and you see player 5 has entered the game, and Aranes does not look very pleased. You also see that Wayne has retrieved the first of the eggs and is trying to keep from sinking back underneath the bubbling broth of acid. What do you do, Rivius, as you have taken to the sky?
Yeah, no, player 5 has a death wish. I'm good where I am. I have 14 hit points, and he just hit the strongest motherfucker down there. I'm good. I'm going to continue on my upward trajectory.
Fantastic. All right. What's your fly speed these days?
30 feet.
Okay. It's gonna feel more like 40 as you ride this plume of hot gases upward. And can I get a perception check from you? As you rise up through wispy cloud cover.
25.
Sorry, did you say 25?
Yeah.
You see everything. You see the most beautiful sunset. It's gorgeous. From this height, you can see the seas to the west, and the sun setting. It's hitting a bank of gray mist, which sort of sends up this really significant plume of red haloed by oranges and yellows until you see the darkening sky overhead. And then you see the ship, and it does not look like it is particularly nearby.
Okay.
It's going to be more than a minute, one might say, before it gets here.
Is that 10 turns?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a far ship. But I feel like our odds would be better still if I could get on the ship and give Bios a better briefing than she had, rather than having our
Yeah, seriously,
your briefing wasn't bad,
for-
but you can only contain so much. And there's a lot of dragons down there, and then someone just bonked the queen bitch. The dragon eggs
the
are massive.
HBIC, yeah.
Like I just think, a first-hand account with more than 25 words could be game-changing.
I also want to be very clear. If you fly your maximum speed doubled, it'll take probably a good 30 to 40 seconds before the ship and you will meet. Just want to give you a heads up there. You got a fur piece, as we say in the South.
Okay, and that's with Rhodes Dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess between your move, I guess if you dash, move, and I don't know, can you double dash? I think you could double dash. Use your action as dash, movement, dash as a bonus action, triple your movement. You could get there in under 30, maybe.
Okay.
Be flying like the devil.
Yes.
Sweet. All right, get to it. It is Aranese's turn, and this should be.
I'm scared.
You should be. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from you, please?
19.
19. That is impressive. As she turns, you see this black whip unfurl from her left hand, and she brings it around, and we see you manage to dance on the edge of this pool away from her as it cracks in front of you. And as it does, she lets go and it dissipates back from the ether that she drew it from. And then she steps forward and is going to try and hit you with her halberd. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
My armor class is 19. I think that hits, right?
Yeah, that is going to match. That is going to be a hit. Come on back now. That is going to be 8 points of slashing damage to start with.
Nice.
And can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
12.
Magnificent. You are going to take another 12 points of poison damage.
Shit.
Yeah, as it slashes through your armor, and really, I think the technical word is sucks.
Sucks.
And then she turns around, and with a flourish of said halberd, she points it back towards the party, and hisses, her eyes turning glossy black, and black smoke beginning to rise up out of them. And she says, in Abyssal, No.
I thought it was
Infernal. In Infernal, she turns and says, and those of you who speak Infernal recognize she says, you conniving bastards.
That had an infernal back. That I didn't know. I don't know that guy.
I
We
don't
didn't-
know that guy. The old I don't know that guy trick.
It's true though, but I've never seen that guy in my life. I don't know any elves.
Where do I see what language? Oh, never mind.
Yep.
Never mind.
Very
Never mind.
good.
It's Gary, the prankster elf. He was supposed to meet us here. Irenaeus, please forgive him. He has a stupid way of making these physical jokes for an entrance.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Well, I tried to persuade her anyway, but as a bonus action, before I forget that, I cast Healing Word.
Hang on to that, because we're going to resolve what Brandon has to say to her first. So I'm going to need a persuasion check from Brandon, please.
Well, it's true though.
Persuasion. I didn't say deception. If it was a lie, I would have said deception. It's not. It's persuasion.
I gotta use my physical die for this. It needs to work. 19.
19 persuasion. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see how she feels about it.
Oh God.
Her eyes, the smoky part starts to diminish. The black glaze over them stays. And then she looks over at Larvain, and then looks back at Drummer and says, Gary. And roll with disadvantage, please. Your persuasion check. Brandon.
Persuasion or deception?
For Brandon, persuasion. Yeah.
Oh.
Because now you've got two conflicting stories here. You've got I don't know that guy and I know that guy.
He might know him. I don't.
Get that? Hey, you convince the devil lady that you two, one of you knows him and one of them doesn't.
Okay.
Damn, that's the lowest that I can get. That's an 8.
My disadvantage was an 18.
Okay.
You had an 18. Okay.
With an 18, she looks back at you, Brandon, and Brandon, as you look at her, the vision of her softens. None of the rest of you see this. Brandon, you're the only person that sees this. The vision of her softens. She's not wearing her helm anymore. In fact, you don't see her horns even. You think, oh, maybe the horns are just part of the helm. And she says, she looks at you, and in common, she says, I knew you wouldn't betray me. What do you do, Brandon? I'm gonna let this exchange stand.
Wait, am I the only one who sees her like? I'm the only one who sees her like this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna roll with this. Like, yes, my queen, I would never betray you.
All right, now you have to roll a deception check.
Okay. Strangely enough, my deception has +1 for some reason. My persuasion doesn't.
It's because you have some charisma.
I have some. Oh my god, I got an 18.
A little thing called a charisma.
I got an 18.
I love it. She.
What is it with me and just talking to devils?
Great. You're better than you deserve to be. Let's see here. Bear with me just a second. 18, you said?
Yes. What is it? Like a natural 20 on the insight.
No, but it matches, and I think it was the word queen that her eye just sort of like
All right, maybe that's a little much.
twitched a little bit.
Maybe it's a little, maybe a little too thick.
A little forward, a little too far
But
forward.
but I wouldn't go back on my word. That much is true. I did say that I do not want to fight you, and I was not lying about that.
Okay.
I do not know who that guy is. We're not. At least I don't know him. But
he goes to a different high school. I get
yeah,
it. She says.
All we want are the eggs, and then that's it.
Okay. I think that's going to be 6 seconds worth of going back and forth.
Okay.
Okay.
So what is your reaction to that?
She is at this point not hostile towards you.
Okay.
But doesn't seem to be reserved about killing anyone else here at the drop of any hat.
Right, then it's my turn.
Drummer.
Yeah, I tell her that we were supposed to meet Gary the prankster elf up here.
Perfect.
And
Yes,
the others were not told about this because Gary is kind of a divisive character. So I was the only one because I have a way of getting along with him. You know,
Sure.
he takes it a bit too far with the old nudge, wink, wink, hit on the head with a mace. It's crazy with Gary. Gary, old dog, come over here. Leave that lady alone. She's a right proper queen.
Yep. Yeah. That sounds right. You don't have to roll anything. She does not believe you. But I would like to know what you do with your turn. The exchange, beautiful, narratively fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, the bonus action would be a healing word.
Okay.
I guess Rivius is already out of my range.
Very much so.
Yeah, but everybody else gets 5 plus. Let me roll that. Gets 9 hit points back. And the healing word of the day is aspirin.
I like that. What level was that? Healing word?
Oh, that healing word is, I think it's first level. Oh, sorry.
Did you mean mass healing word?
No, healing word, the first level.
I think it's one. I think it's one person.
Oh, a creature.
Yeah,
creature. There, I'm sorry. Then I look at Wayne. How badly damaged are you?
His
I'm too right, mate. I'm right.
Skin is very pink.
I go for Gary.
The edges. Oh, Gary's gonna get it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Very good. You heal Gary, and you see this lady. She's like, maybe he doesn't know Gary, and he does know Gary. But either way, Gary took a pot shot at me, and I'm gonna probably kill him. And anything else for Drummer?
9 points for Gary.
9 points for Gary. Good start. Sweet. Hey, Wayne. Don't worry about making that Constitution saving throw this time. That's 11, 14, 17 points of acid damage.
I'm going to absorb element again.
Yep. And 9 points of hot, too hot damage.
Can't do much about that one, but the 11 by 6. Right, cool. Yeah, doing great. Feeling that a bit, but I'm guessing I can get the egg to the side for someone else to take off my head.
Get it to the side. Brandon's probably the closest one to you. Brandon.
And back under.
Okay.
Up and back down.
Okay. Sweet. Very good. Roll me an insight or perception check, please.
Probably perception is my boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh. For once, a 25.
Cool. So as you get to the edge here and go to push this egg up, you feel both of your feet start to slide back down. The edge of this is precariously slick. You feel this faint layer of like pearlescent sediment, and realize that if you try and clamber out of here, it is going to be very difficult to do unaided. And we see you turn and dive back under the water, and you'll begin your next turn on that, unless there's something else as a bonus action you want to do.
No, didn't come here to fuck spiders. Let's get the eggs.
Very good. Brandon, this egg is bigger than any dragon egg you've seen before, by about twice the size. As you look at it, it has a deep, dark amber color to it. So dark that if it weren't for the last light of sun cutting through it, you would think it was just a obsidian black dragon's egg. Also, roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
12.
Sweet.
I bounce off the side of the screen.
You're gonna take 3 points of acid damage.
Oh, okay.
Call it 2 points of acid damage, 1 point of hot damage.
All right, yeah.
Hot. Correct. And
Can I just small talk and take the heat and just look at the devil?
I would be very clear. This egg is going to continue being very hot.
Nice.
The
I'm
egg
not gonna
itself.
hold on to it forever.
Okay, yeah. The egg itself
I'm
is
just gonna put
like
it down.
very, very hot. And Larvain.
So Larvain's very confused. His name is not Gary.
Yeah.
He doesn't know why we're not killing this demon.
Yeah. Technically, she's
he has
a
just
devil.
been hit, or devil. She's just been hit by this devil. He's gonna beg for his life.
Okay.
Please, lady. I have not meant to hurt you. It's more than I can bear to feel your wrath. Please have mercy.
Can I help him?
Absolutely not. Classic Gary. Can I get a deception check with disadvantage, please?
Oh, with disadvantage. That's
yeah.
mean. Oh, I got an 8 and a 7.
Total?
Yeah, or no, that's the 2 rolls.
Okay. 8 and then 7 each. Okay. Yeah, you're like just feigning.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it.
Yeah. I think the fact that you spent any number of days finding your way to this one volcano where a bunch of devils recreate, and then climb to the top and then attack the most powerful amongst them, sort of belies the truth of the matter. And so it's pretty evident that you didn't accidentally stumble across the Devil's Playground, and are actually, you can see it on her face. She's not buying it. She's not buying it.
Oh, story of my life.
Gotta learn to lie better.
The lies are not taken kindly in the sight of the gods.
It's not the lies. It's not the lies. That's just there's lots of talky, but in this case, that's not going to be your turn. So you've still got your action movement. You are 5 feet away from her. Like you're not like next to her. I guess technically you'd be 2 squares, 10 feet away, just long enough that she could hit you with her halberd.
I'll back away, in like still feigning like cowardice.
She's going to take an opportunity attack if you don't disengage. You can use your action to disengage if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. Disengage.
Okay.
Sorry.
Very good. She sort of snarls at you with this halberd still pointed your way. And Rivius.
Yep.
just want to fly. Do you knit? Are you a knitter? Do you crochet? Do you want to? I just want to see if there's something that at the end of you flying far away from the battle that we can show.
My feathers will be dry.
Are you a whittler? Okay, dry. Just dry is what we're shooting for. Got it. Do you sing a song? Do you practice your upcoming performance for the Mercenary Guild Follies?
I mean, he knows some bird song, so he probably mimics bird song that he's heard.
Okay.
It's more like whistling.
Roll me a performance check, please.
Okay. 15.
15. Yeah, exactly. Great. Hey, what bird whistle are you doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You're gonna. Here's your homework. You're gonna before your next turn. You're gonna tell me what bird. You're just gonna Google bird songs.
I'll find some bird songs.
Okay, sounds great. Cool. Aranese is going to rush forward, and she is going to take a swipe at you, Larvain, with her halberd. And y'all are gonna love this.
Oh, shit.
She rushes forward, brings this halberd up overhead, and is about to bring it right down on the backing away Larvain. And as she does, her left foot slips, and she goes crashing into this pool, sending up a wave of acidic water. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from Larvain to begin with?
Just a normal roll.
So, dexterity saving throw.
12.
Not great.
Jesus, please.
You are going to take 7 points of acid damage and 6 points of fire damage.
Holy shit.
As she just like cannonballs, and as the wave splashes back, just whoosh right over you. And she stands up, thrashing in the water, and then she spreads her wings and beats them. And as she rises up out of this pool, she looks like she's sheathing her halberd over her shoulder. She is dripping with acid, which doesn't seem to be particularly effective against her. And then she reaches into the ether and pulls out a longbow and draws it. And she's going to take a shot at you, missing as an arrow shunk, splits into this calcification right beside your foot. And she says, "God's damn it!" And she draws another arrow and turns around and draws it and takes a shot at Drummer, which is going to be a dirty 20? 19 to hit against Drummer.
Slower, mama. Slower.
No, she likes it quick and dirty. It's 11 points of piercing damage, and can I get a Constitution saving throw, please, from Drummer?
Sure. Okay, then. Oh, that's a net 1. That's a 4 total.
Fantastic. You're going to take 12 points of poison damage, and you are poisoned. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until that condition is removed. The arrow she shot you with went straight through you, and it seemed like the broadhead, which was curled and barbed, and the shaft of the arrow itself are all coated in poison. It feels like someone lit the inside of your body on fire. And as you look at the opening wound, you can see it bubbling purple as your blood is rife with poison. Congratulations. And she seems to be in an absolute tirade. Brandon, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I want to try to save everyone. And by
So
I'm gonna try
that is an
to
admirable thing to do.
That's what I thought I was doing.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so, shut up, Gary. So like, so anyway, so like Brandon, can Brandon? Do I have enough movement to like kind of run up and like in front of Devil Queen here?
You can come around. She's over the pool, about 15, 20 feet in from the edge where Larvain is located on the far side. You'd have quite the arc to try and cover. Double move, you could get pretty close to Larvain. At least get in her.
That's what I'll do. Because I have no intention of attacking her.
Sure.
Because right now I'm the only one that she doesn't seem to want to kill. So I want to try to use that to try to save everyone. And I want to try to soothe her down. So listen, I understand my friends are being dumbasses right now. They're like this guy Gary, I guess, being a fucking idiot, was like, I agree with you. I understand why you're angry. And if I was in your position, I'd do the same thing. But please, I am begging you, as the one person you seem to not want to murder right now, if you don't kill people here, I will owe you my soul.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
All right, there you go. I'm doing this for you guys. Brandon's making a great sacrifice. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, I got 17 and 18, so I got 18.
Okay. That clinches the deal. And she tosses her longbow, and as she does, it passes back through the veil into the ether, and she opens her wings and begins to descend towards you, and she extends a hand. She's got this sort of like leather glove, fingerless glove. Her long, dense fingers capped by claw-like nails at the end, blackened and polished to a razor-sharp edge, and she smiles at you as her eyes turn a lovely lavender, and she says softly, "Shake on it."
All right, so I just want to make it clear here. I know I didn't sound like it, but yes, Brandon was a bit desperate here. He does want to save you guys. And as much as he hasn't exactly been...
Come on, baby. Come on, come to mama.
He's doing this for you guys. Because you guys will live if he does this. So with that in mind, he'll grab her hand.
Yeah. As she grabs your hand, boy howdy, has she got a grip on her. So much so that as her fingers curl around your hand, they pierce through the diamonds and gold. We see diamonds drop out of the jack on your right cessus, and then begin to see blood seep out through that gold and diamond embossing down her nails. And hey, Brandon,
Yeah, I'm a devil. now.
What a rush, baby. Oh no.
No,
Oh, buddy, you're gonna need to give me a Constitution saving throw to make sure your knees don't buckle, because this is the most delightful sensation you have ever experienced in your entire life. You can feel something crawling up your arm, and entering your bloodstream. And as it does, you feel that the very tip of your coccyx starts to buzz.
The tip of my coccyx.
Yeah, starts to
Mhm.
buzz with
Yeah.
excitement. It's like, whoa, hey,
I think someone else is buzzing with excitement.
well, howdy. So yeah, go ahead and just give me that Constitution
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it here.
saving throw.
Oh,
That's that little dangly
15.
bone near your butt.
Yeah, yeah. It's as if you put a very
Yeah,
large
I know what that is.
vibrator into your rectum.
Oh, nice.
It's
So
a
right the
powerful
prostate.
sensation. Yeah.
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 Fair. All right, so I got a 15.
Okay. Yeah. You just a single stammer. Yeah. And y'all. She seems to also delight. It's also like it kind of hurts, but it feels like the best kind of pain. And drummer. You see this lady. She seems to be causing Brandon undue amounts of both pleasure and pain at the same time.
Well, I mean, they're lawful evil, so I guess when it push comes to shove, we can always get Brendan out by claiming non-compos mentis in Devil's Court. I'll be your attorney. It's okay for the moment. What I will do, however, I will cast Mass Healing Word now at 3rd level as a bonus action.
Okay.
Targeting all.
Well, speaking of, did I take any damage from that?
You took 1 point of piercing damage.
One point of pleasure damage. Got
1 point of piercing and 37 points of pleasure damage.
Yeah.
Right in the G spot.
So everyone gets 8 hit points back.
Full health again.
Yeah.
Hot.
And what I was going to do before Brandon sold his soul, I was going to cast Feign Dead on Gary, just to give her the impression that I just killed him. But I think that's not necessary anymore. So I'm going to turn to look at how Wayne is doing, and maybe. I mean, I can't do 2 bonus actions in a turn if I forgo my action, right?
What do you want to do? The mechanics are not as such, but I that is one of the few things I miss from 4th edition is the ability to trade down. So what are you thinking?
I wanted to give Wayne my Bardic Inspiration die.
No, I'm hot for that. That's dope. I'm definitely gonna allow
Mm-hmm.
that. What do you say to inspire him bardically?
Well, as he's going down for a second turn, I go like it's well, the acid is just in your mind. Actually, yeah, think of it as like acid is in your mind. It's like a trip. It's just a trip, man. I mean, it's just take it as an out-of-body experience. The pain isn't really real. It's all the colors and the fumes. Yeah, you get it, buddy. Get us.
Follow the
eggs.
machine elves.
Get us
Follow
some
the
eggs.
machine
Yeah.
elves.
It's one hell of a trip. Ba-dum.
Sweet. D8 for your bardic inspiration.
Mhm.
And
even if you fail the roll, the bardic inspiration stays.
God, that's such a good ability.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Anything else for drummer? All right, Wayne. How are you, bud? I'm just gonna go ahead and get these dice warmed up for you a little bit. Oh, you're muted. There he is.
That word of healing was much appreciated. We're going down into the deep, briny acid pool for another egg.
17 points of acid damage.
Let's halve that.
And 7 points of burny damage.
I'll take all of that on the chin.
Okay. As you make your way back for that second.
Sorry.
Yes?
What was the acid? Sorry?
17.
17. Halve
So you'll
that,
take
right,
8.
Cool. Yep.
Roll me an athletics check as you go to pick up this next egg.
When do I get to declare if I'm using that bardic inspiration?
After you roll and before I resolve.
All right, I'll throw that in on top then.
Well, what'd you get? You can tell me what you got.
Oh, I got a 15. I got the feeling that's right on the cusp.
15's fine.
Okay.
But I will tell you this. This egg is even bigger. And as you go to lift it, you realize I'm just going to have to roll this one.
Okay.
To get, so you can roll it. 15 is like, yeah. No. Like, this would be, this one is, that's not so bad. Getting it out of the thing's going to be a real pain in the ass. But you're also having to hold your breath. Your eyeballs feel like they are boiling, mostly because they are about to boil right out of your skull. And the acid's not doing you any favors either. And y'all, as you look in, you see little thin white bits float to the top of the water. It looks like some of the acid is starting to eat away at Wayne's beard.
Not the beard!
Yeah, which is the worst fucking thing I could think of to do to Wayne. Not kill him, but cause his beard to dissolve in acid. Wayne, you will get 30 feet on your next turn because this is essentially you are having to push this thing. So I think that your movement speed will be halved. In that.
Not taking actions and things. So it's cool. Be using my action to move and that to try and get this over quickly.
Well, I mean, your action would have been getting this thing out of the recessed pool at the bottom and starting to get it rolling. And Larvain, in a bout of confusion. You are seemingly no longer assaulted, but are now, for some insane reason, indebted to an individual who just offered his soul to a devil to keep from fighting you and these other individuals. Now, as a paladin, who's your deity? Or do you have a deity?
I haven't picked one for him. Maybe in your world, we were using an old one. But
what kind of god is it?
Something light, flashy, nice, lawful good.
Silvery or yellowy light?
Silvery, yeah.
I don't know.
Like moonlight or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be our gal. Cool. Sehanine. Sehanine would be your deity. Sweet. What's your sentiment here? You got a devil, and a bunch of people who seem comfortable with doing deals with devils.
Yeah, I'm really confused by this. Like, we're supposed to be in the same guild together, and then this guy's over here like shaking hands with the devil, and getting some sort of odd sexual pleasure from that.
I will. I will stop you. Not for the sexual pleasure part, but for that you are not specifically a member of the Mercenary Guild.
Oh, sorry.
That it's not a problem. I I think maybe an independent contractor of a deity. You've been in a position to potentially. You probably know about the Mercenary Guild. There were some suggestions that about 18 months to 2 years ago that they right drummer that Sehanin was manifest on the Mercenary Guild floating airbase. A ridiculous assumption. She would never. No way, Jose. You tried to ask her yourself, but you really haven't been in close contact with her. So I don't know. But I am curious, yeah, as you look and you see them delight in making deals with devils, what's your vibe? Vibe check.
So I don't know these guys.
You can roll me a history check.
6. Meh.
You don't know these fools.
I don't know. I tried to do something good, and I feel like I'm getting stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
This guy's like shaking hands with this devil.
Yeah.
I wonder, could I use divine sense to get a idea of what he's thinking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I would like to use a divine sense to see is he really
Yeah.
Faustian contracting, or is he just doing what he needs to do?
Yeah, so that's actually a really brilliant take. I love that a lot. As you sort of are tap into the divine realm and the divine energy that flows through most things. This lady is 100% evil. She is, if it was more of a spectrum than a 3x3 square, she'd be a little closer to the chaotic side of lawful evil. She's really riding the line between the two. It just comes with power. When you get enough power, you just sort of move towards the more chaotic, especially evil. But she is evil through and through. There's an aura of evil dripping off of her, which stands in stark relief against the obvious good, lawful goody two shoes. You look down and you see two good shoes on this guy and you go, geez, really? And then you can see this faint line of evil corruption, just the faintest marker of it starting to move through his bloodstream. But otherwise, this guy's clean, just pearly white, good.
Nice.
How far does that extend?
60 feet.
We'll go ahead and give you a touch of drummer. You're definitely going to get a little bit of Wayne in there. I believe that Wayne is neutral. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I prefer to think of it as practical, but yeah, sure.
Same. Yeah, I'm definitely in that. I'm somewhere between neutral and chaotic. Good. And drummer, I think drummer is probably pretty close to lawful good even.
I would have, probably lawful good.
Maybe lawful neutral,
lawful neutral. I'm mostly interested in myself, and if someone's paying, I don't look at if they're going to raise the taxes or chop down the forest.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah, chaos is really something, and especially from the youngins. Listen, I honestly believe that potty training is the only thing that keeps children from taking over the world. I think that you have to spend so much time learning to shit in a porcelain bowl that it distracts you from the fact that you are destined to rule the planet. Because most 18 to 36-month old children believe that the world is theirs to conquer. So that's why potty training is important, everybody. Yeah, Larvain, as you reach out, you sort of get a ping, boom, 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 and you get 3 more pings. You're not quite sure where they come from. But bear with me just a moment as I do a little bit of clickety clacketying. Let's see. Let's see here. What are we thinking? What are we thinking here? Boop, 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 boop. Sweet. You get 3 more pings. 1 is lawful good. 1 is chaotic good. And the other is lawful evil.
That's a lot more information than I expected to get. Like offhand, I'm still confused about what to do with it.
Roll me an insight check, please. That is my go-to mechanic for what the fuck do I do with all this information.
13.
Your character is not, and you are not wrong to wonder what the hell should I be doing in this situation. And here's why. As you sort of get the lay of the land here, this lady is bad. She's as bad gets. She's dangerous. She's violent. She's going to take that goody guy's soul, and whenever that happens, the guys trying to do right by you and everyone else. Honestly, and I can't believe that I'm able to utter these words out loud, he is probably the most heroic amongst the bunch. And as you sort of get the gist of these other 2 guys, you know they're all sort of on the same side here. And the fact that that guy's in the water trying to retrieve these dragon's eggs is a real commitment to an art, because he's having to be healed regularly to keep going down into this acid bath and retrieve these eggs, which means those are pretty important. And I'll give you one more little thing. And that is, as you realize that he's retrieving dragon's eggs from this pool, you think, okay, maybe more devils with dragons wouldn't be a good thing. And maybe that's the hook for you.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of what I was thinking too before you said that. But yeah, that makes sense. That was my action. I still have movement, so I think I'm going to move towards the water.
Okay. It's right there. You're 5 feet away from that.
All right, I'll dive in.
Okay. As you dive in, roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
It will also keep me away from that crazy devil person.
Correct.
8.
Fantastic. You are going to take 16 points of acid damage and 9 points of hot damage.
25.
And what's your movement speed?
I am at 30 feet.
Okay. As you dive in, your armor helps to keep keep you down and allow you to walk on this surface. It is precarious. It's slippery, but as long as you are thoughtful with your movements, you can do it without getting hurt too much.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a bonus action you wanted to use before we move on?
No,
Okay.
nothing really.
Roll me a perception check, please, as you look through this pool of bubbling acid.
10.
It looks brackish, and you can barely see two gray blobs in the distance. And Rivius,
Yeah.
you want to play me some bird songs?
Yeah. He's mimicking musical Rin. So musician Rin, I mean. So it kind of sounds a bit like a flute, and it goes into a mixture of highs and lows and textures. And I can't whistle, but YouTube can.
Sweet. Very good. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'll have to watch that later. But can I get a dexterity saving throw, please, Rivius?
Yeah. 17.
Can I get a perception check, please?
25.
Okay. As you're whistling and rising up into the air, you see something like a missile out of the corner of your eye, and I think we see you roll to dodge it as it goes whizzing past you. And as it does, you sort of follow it and see two wings and arc around and come sweeping back towards you. As you look and see, bear with me just 1 second here. Great. As you do, you see a small bird with a black and white speckled neck and an orangey yellow head and almost pheasant colored wings. And it is pursuing you enthusiastically.
How big is this bird?
It's not nearly as big as you are. It's maybe 4 inches from its head to the bottom of its feet. Its tail's a little longer. It's got a sharp, barely curved beak, and sort of a yellowy white tufted chest. And it begins to harry you somewhat aggressively.
All right. Can I recognize this bird? I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
I mean, you know what it is, but roll me a nature check as Rivius, please.
$16.
Yeah, it's a wren. It's a wren, and you don't need to roll an insight check to realize that you've been whistling Dixie to the wrong crowd or the right crowd in this case, because it looks like she is very enthusiastic about you. You're a big hunk of bird in her book. She is
Way too much bird for her.
Not according to her, you're not. They say that, but she seems to be 100% dedicated to whatever you've got going on.
She has impeccable taste.
Nice.
Can I catch her? I mean, is she close enough to?
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
11.
No. No, but she enjoys the dance, clearly.
Well, I mean, she's like, I mean, when you're 3 feet and you call something small, I mean, at that point you're puny. So he's not bothered by her.
Okay.
That's just a flying buddy at this point.
Okay. Sweet, lovely. Sweet. You're still flying up, just flying.
Yeah.
All right. Beat wing. And Arinius is going to look at Brandon, and she's going to extract her nails from your hand, causing a few more little CZ diamonds to fall out of the. Matt, will you hit the mute? Thanks. And as she does, she closes her eyes and then opens them again. And as she opens them, all of you see her armor begin to dissipate. From the tips of her wings first, it begins to dematerialize and seem to return to the ether from which it was conjured. And the helm dissipates, leaving 2 beautiful polished black horns for all to delight. And she is wearing what looks like a very thin silk swimming gown. I will not detail how inappropriate it looks in this venue, but Brandon stammers again. That's for sure. Yeah, a natural temptress.
It's getting hot in here.
Arinius is. And she says, well, then let me get comfortable. And she turns around, and her wings flutter just a little bit as she slips down into this pool and drapes her arms to the sides, and she looks back up at Brandon and says, massage me.
The only alternative is to die. Yes.
Roll me a performance check, please.
Do I get advantage?
We've not established that you are proficient in. That's what I say, Matt. But I'm lying.
Okay, I'll just roll for it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I prefer to be paid, but it doesn't.
I hope she can settle for a 14.
She says harder. Roll me a strength check, please.
Oh, strength! I'm good at these.
Yeah, I have a feeling that you can really lean in.
24.
You hear something. You push into her shoulder, and her arm sort of like straightens out, and then you hear something just like pop back into place, and she goes, "Oh, that's been out of alignment for 100 years. Oh God.
I am glad I can be of good service, my queen.
And she looks up at you as you say "my queen," and she says, "I like that." Boy, howdy, drummer. What do you do as you watch your buddy start to rub down a devil?
I couldn't do it better. He doesn't seem to need the aid of.
He's
of my,
he's doing a good job, I guess.
yeah, I would have cast Magic Hand if he would have asked me to do the job for him. But no, but with two people now in the water, I'm.
He already has the magic hands.
Yeah, clearly.
Clearly, yeah. No, I'm basically going to repeat my last turn. I'm going to give bardic inspiration to Gary. And as he's going in, I'm like, I'm sorry for calling you Gary. I just had to. Well, anyway, if you're, oops, he went straight
in.
He
goes.
And it's like, hey, it's not so hard. It's a cleansing experience. Take it as a cleansing experience. There you go. Yeah, right, buddy. And then I'm going as a bonus action to cast Mass Healing Word. It's my last 3rd level spell. But I think they all might need it.
I'm at full health, surprisingly.
It's a 9 for everyone.
Okay.
Oh, that brings me almost up to full health.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah, and then the bardic inspiration for you, Matt.
Very exciting indeed. Anything else for drummer?
No. I mean, I'm too weak to really. If you say that these eggs are really heavy, I'm probably too weak to move them. So I'm very.
They're pretty significant in size. Disturbingly large, actually.
Yeah, I try to move the one that's already there, and it's like, forget it. Heavier than my drum set. I can't move it.
Yeah, we are talking about like a 200-pound egg.
Yeah, I need my Goliath roadie for that.
Yeah, agreed.
Man, I'd love to help, but I'm currently like making sure this woman doesn't kill you all.
Yeah,
you're doing priorities.
I was going to say you're doing the Lord's work, but it's the exact opposite of that. That is, of course, going to bring us back to the top of the order with one Mr. Wayne. 17 points of acid damage.
Cross off my 2nd level spell slot to halve that.
Okay, and 4 points of burning damage.
That was 17 acid?
Yes.
All right. Am I close to the surface with this egg?
You can see where the wall starts to turn upwards, and I'm going to need another athletics check as you realize that your footing is going to very quickly become compromised here. I'm not going to make you with disadvantage because at least you know what's coming.
All right, just let me hurt myself first.
Yeah.
Right, athletics. Yeah, it's a 19.
Okay. As you get up underneath this thing, you're doing a great job. And drummer, you're gonna have to come save the day here. I'm going to give you advantage on a strength check because Wayne did such a good job, but you're gonna have to help him get this egg out because you are essentially overhead pressing about 250 pounds of dragon egg out of this slick environment.
You said with advantage?
Yes, please. It could be athletics.
Then then it's a 19 because I rolled a natural 20 on the 2nd die.
Magnificent. You hook your claws into the scales of this 2nd egg and roll it onto the edge of this pool. As you look at this one, it is... Nope, this one. It is a sort of a coppery color. It looks like pure copper. If you guys have ever seen what it looks like once it's been like polished with acid, it give that just like deep, deep tone, very reflective. That's what this looks like. Only the faintest bit of green exists on the edges of where the scales overlap one another. But besides that, it is brilliant. And it seems to have a bit of a glow to it as you realize that the sun is now completely set, except for a ridge of red in the distance. It's starting to get dark out here. And the illumination seems to be from the calcification of these pools, and the water itself seems to have a faint glow to it, despite its brackish nature. It seems that most of the illumination is coming from beneath you right now. And Wayne, you gonna go back and grab another just for good measure?
We've got strikingly handsome elven paladin doing the Lord's work. So
Doing some
one
Lord's
egg
work.
doing the nice god's work. Did you catch that?
The ladies' work.
Yeah,
The ladies' work.
correct.
The nice god. Best answer. Which god do you worship? The nice god.
Yep.
So it seems to be really a heal to not get the last one. So, all right,
Back in again.
Back
Okay.
into it.
All right. Sweet. Larvain, as you make your way towards the middle of this pool, you see two grayish globules, both of them exceedingly large. And as you put hands on one of them, it is an uncomfortable situation. Wow, another. Sorry, it's 15 points of acid damage. And 8 points of burning damage.
23.
Sounds right. And how long does your divine sense last?
Just one turn.
Okay.
Yeah, just one turn.
As you put your hands on this egg,
Or the end of my next turn, it says. Sorry.
okay, so it is still going. As you put your hands on this egg, it is more like this. It's so big. No. If you wanted to pick it up, it'd be like this. Yeah. It is also sitting down in a pit. You're gonna have to work to roll it out, and you get a disturbing sense of evil, pure evil, pouring out of this egg. It hurts to touch it. Not mechanically, you're not going to take damage from it, but literally just coming in contact with it. You're like, bad, but you don't say it because you're about 3 feet underwater. Yeah, it's bad. But you want to try and get that egg out of the water?
That's what everybody else is seeming to do, and
Okay.
I thought I knew what was right, and everybody else seems to know what's right, so I'm just going to go along.
Okay.
Try to get the egg out of the water.
Okay.
Maybe it's scrambled by now.
One can only hope, but you know deep down in the pit of your soul that that's not the case. It's not. Yeah, roll me an athletics check as you go to try and move this egg through this brackish, briny liquid.
23.
Like a champ. We start to hear bam, 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 as you're rolling this thing across the bottom of this pool of acid. I'm very proud as you, Wayne, as you turn around, you see a big blob of egg rolling your way, and have to move out of the way as this just like trucking.
It's like a dung beetle paladin.
Yeah, very much so. Very much. You turn around and you use your legs like to push it up. Sweet, Rivius.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you're a bird person. Have you committed yourself as a you said bottom. Have you as a bird person committed yourself to another bird individual?
No.
Okay. Cause this lady's doing a courtship dance with you in the air. And it's pretty evident that she's not interested in you saying no.
But well, man, I'm just going to stop whistling. and he has like the meme of the monkey just like looking at her and then looking sharply away the whole time as he's just trying to amend the situation with the bird that he was not trying to court.
I'm gonna share with you probably some important nuggets of wisdom. When you say things to other individuals that they want to hear from a partner, and then stop saying those things, it's considered withholding. And it can be very upsetting to the other individual that you show up and do all the things that they need and want a partner to do, and then all of a sudden you just shut that down. It can be very upsetting to someone.
It's crazy though, because this bird is not my partner, so I
It's funny, that's not the song you were singing just a minute ago.
Okay, well, I wasn't singing it for her. Maybe I just wanted to sing it for myself. And then she comes over, and then she's getting a little weird with it, and now I don't want to sing it anymore.
Hey, how much damage do you think a wren does?
Oh my god. I would hope not a lot, like 5 points maybe.
Percentile damage.
Like 1d4 plus 1, right? Worth of damage? Yeah. Okay. So what would that mean if she got a nat 20?
I'm almost going to die to a bird. That's what it means.
Okay. As you cease to sing your song, and try and fly away, she swoops past you, and pecks you in the side of your head, and then comes back and pecks you right beneath your eye, and then swoops a third time, and grabs the tufts of your feathery face and starts to flap around, trying to pull feathers out of your head.
She's a mean little
combo.
And you will take 10 points of various piercing and slashing damage.
Okay.
I
am still alive.
She is intent on getting that sweet, sweet bird lovin' that you were advertising.
I appreciate her size cake, but I would rather just try to catch her again because she's doing too much.
Roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you can get your hands on this little bird girl.
18.
It was almost too easy. She, as you snatch her out of the air, you can tell there's something in her eye.
I don't think I'm helping the situation because I'm just going to hold her the whole time.
Okay.
Just very snugly.
Okay. All right. Very good. Hey, listen. That's how you pick up chicks, man. Okay, so it's Erinne's turn, and she looks over her shoulder at Brandon, who's still massaging her, and she says, "Darling, do you think they're actually going to live through the extraction of these eggs from the pool? I'm pretty impressed, I've got to be honest with you."
You don't need to worry about something like that, my queen. Just focus on the good massage that I'm giving you.
Yes.
Should I go a little harder in this spot? I see you're a little
dig-
tense.
Dig in, honey. You can't hurt me. And if you
Oh,
do, and then she opens her eyes and turns and looks at you, I'd love it.
I'll do my best then.
Okay. Sweet. Roll me an.
Is it more strength?
No. We're gonna do. This one's gonna be charisma based.
Oh, is there any
how about this?
visible change to me, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Nope. You just feel like you feel like all of the carnal delights you've ever participated in while being alive sort of just like all bubbled up to the surface.
Oh.
Right now, if you could just get a fucking cigarette, that would do it. Like you're like, I don't smoke, but if I had a cigarette right now,
maybe she can summon a cigarette up from the ether.
You're gonna have to ask. She's not gonna know to do that.
Oh, okay, sure, might as well. I'm already this far.
You got to do it.
Oh, my queen. You see, I'm in a really good mood for a smoke, if you know what I mean. So, you use that special ethereal plane that I see you tapping into every once in a while, and just grab me one.
As you say that, she says, "What kind of benefactor would I be if I didn't?" And she draws from the ether a cigarette, and
Perfect.
then she turns it around, and she goes, and as she blows over the end of it, it's like she just took a propane torch, like a isobutane torch. And you see little sparks fly off. You don't see a flame, but you see the end of it catch fire from her breath. And she turns it around and puts it in your mouth.
Oh wow, that's hot. So, all right. So, what is this charisma check I need to make now?
Roll me a performance check. I'm gonna give you a bonus.
Oh, nice.
But just roll me a performance check.
Do I get advantage because she likes me?
No, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you some. Just a little. I'm gonna give you a little something because you're on the.
Yeah, I'm on a roll.
You're on her good. You're on her good side. You know.
Yeah. Great. I'm gonna use a gold die for this one. I got an 18.
Great. Yeah, she's. Hey, she's loving it. Drummer. Drummer, your boys are doing a great job as you realize that what is it? Larvanye. Sorry.
Larvain, yeah, what?
Larvain is Wayne's past them, and they're coming up with another egg all of a sudden. Like, oh, we're doing this. Like now. As you look down, you see Larvain, their shiny armor gleaming. And as you look down into this pool, it is as if you are looking down at the reflection of the moon, which you are, because you look down and then you look back up, and you can see that from where you are standing, the moon is up there, reflecting down in the pool right over the vein. So, what would you like to do?
Who of the two looks worse for wear?
That is a great question. Yeah, probably Lorraine. It's yeah.
I mean, I'm going to probably going to take damage as well. Can I reach into the pool and touch him?
He will be there any moment. You can ready that action, and we can resolve that in just a moment.
Because as soon as I can touch him, I want to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Great.
To give him 2d8 plus 5.
Sounds like a wise choice. We'll get to that in just a second. Wayne, you're going back for the other egg. Last one in the pool. You guys are doing a great job. No one's dead yet.
You're welcome.
Rivius is right on his way. If he stops flirting with with birds.
I was never flirting with this bird.
You absolutely were. You were singing bird songs. That's like getting on Grindr and expecting men not to want to have sex with you.
Okay.
That never happens. Men never want to do that with me.
Well, that's a lie.
No, she's just a little weird.
She's not. She's operating based on her most fundamental instincts. Which is when a big, dapper-looking bird like you sings a song like that.
But there's... I can't help it.
Well, neither can she.
Well, I mean, she's... I don't even know what to do with her. She crit me, and I'm very over her at this point.
Okay, you have her in one of your mitts, and you continue to fly. You are also nice. You are also not so far off from the ship at this point. It feels like you are just a few more rounds from getting onto the ship.
Wasn't he supposed to get there in like under 30 seconds though?
I think we're just about there, if I recall correctly.
Last round was 24.
So next round you'll be on it.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything in the meantime? You want to have a stern conversation about boundaries and consent? And how sometimes our triggered responses aren't the healthiest ones. And that sometimes when people show us any affection at all, it's not a wholesale commitment of who we are to them. Is that the conversation you'd like to have?
It's not even a conversation I want to have with myself.
Correct.
So no, not.
No, got it. Okay, hot.
Just gonna her. She has a name though now. Now she is Maggie, and step 1 is finding a cage for her to not fucking peck my eyes out.
Okay. Very good. Matt, I don't know what to tell you, man. Free therapy session with every DMing Hadley game. This is why I'm going to become a therapeutic game master, so that I can legally accost people with their traumas. I have a certificate that says I can. Sweet. Wayne. Wayne. You're
I
gonna get
was
to
on my
the.
way back. I was
You
on my
gotta.
way back for the last. So
Yeah,
I
you're
guess
headed back to the
turn
last
around.
one. Athletics check to see if you can move this last one.
Okie dokie. That's a 16.
Bear with me just a second here. Wait. Nope. Yeah, da. What the hell kind of dragon is this one? Okay. As you get down to this last egg, you're like, all right, here we go. You start to roll. As you roll this thing up, there's a sort of a dip, and then the bowl. So as you get to this lip here, this thing is so much bigger than the other ones. It is hefty. And I do believe that if you have not already used it, that Bardic Inspiration die is calling your name.
I already used it, but I do have 1 second level spell slot left for enhance ability.
Hey.
Strength of the Bear,
All
I think
right.
is calling my name.
Magnificent. Which will give you advantage then on that check.
Doubles my carrying capacity.
Oh. Okay.
And yes, gives me advantage on strength checks.
Okay. Keep, if you will, the Bardic Inspiration die that you rolled. And
I used that last turn.
Oh,
It's
last
gone.
turn. Last turn.
Last
not
turn
this
is
turn.
good.
Okay.
Is gone kaput. Thank you very much.
All right, so go ahead and roll with advantage on this athletics check.
Okie dokie. First roll. Okay. With advantage, 22.
All right. We see an almost bestial totem wash over you. And see this
Probably
egg
a bin chicken.
roll. Yeah, it's a big yellow suit with orangey feet. We see Peter Griffin cowering in the distance. And you roll this egg up out of this basin. And then begin to roll. Yeah, it's I think we forgot to do the most important part of this program.
The damage.
Okay, here we go. 15 points of acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 points of burny damage.
All right. I can eat that.
All right.
Let's take that all on the chin. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're gonna take that on the chin. You're gonna roll
take
this.
It all.
You're gonna roll
take
this egg, and you're not gonna quite make it to the edge yet.
That's okay.
But you're trucking right along.
Still not dead.
Not dead yet.
Not dead.
Beautiful. Larvain.
Can I be out of the acid, please, and not take damage?
No.
No.
You can take 11 points. No, excuse me, 12 points
Oh,
of acid damage and 4 points of Bernie damage.
oh, thank God. That's
Uh,
15. I
and
have 2 hit points left.
Magnificent. Can I get an athletics check? Oh, yes, of course. Drummer, you had a readied heal.
10.
10 for your athletics check?
Yes.
Okay. As you get to the edge of this, you start to push and you feel your feet slipping. Drummer, from your perspective, you see this dragon egg is rising up out of the water, and then you see it start to slide back down, and you see the egg start to roll. Lorraine, you are starting to tip backwards with this egg. Drummer, if you're gonna do something, your ready to action is gonna pop off now.
Yeah, I was prepared to cast Cure Wounds as soon as I can touch them, but
Okay.
now I think it might be better to either steady him or the egg, but I'm so weak.
If you want to do something that could grant him advantage, you could do that. Your weakness aside, you may be able to find a creative solution to this problem.
Yeah.
Or you can just get in the pit and be like, you know what? Strength. So I'm going to help. I'm going to help whatever it takes. I'm going to dig my claws in and get in the mix. Because help is an action.
Well, every spell I have, as far as I can see, it gives advantage on charisma or wisdom saves. So that's. But
You might need to get in the pit here, man.
Yeah.
Get in the pit and try to love someone.
You there? In the pit.
I have the feline agility.
Yes.
So I can double my speed for 1 turn, and I'll do that. I will jump around the pit, and then I will jump from the other side and just try to
Just
push
dive
against,
in up. Okay.
just push against the egg,
Okay.
diving in, and take that damage. Yeah.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, that's an 18.
That's good because this wasn't a little bit of damage here. Oh no, that's another 17. So you're gonna take half of that, 8 points of acid damage. That would have been 11, but instead it's gonna be 5 points of burning damage.
Okay.
But as you come and prop up Larvain from behind there, you feel yourself bolstered, secured, and roll that athletics check again for me, please, considering it the help action from your new compatriot.
12. Can I add my bardic inspiration to that?
Yes.
I would like to do that.
Roll me. It's D8, right? Great.
Yeah.
Two.
This is
14
gonna.
total.
Yeah. The two of you realize that this is a bad situation. There's a big egg, and 2 skinny minis trying to move it. There is a sense of immediate desperation from the two of you. And Brandon, your grip is lost as Arinius leans forward, her eyes delighting in the struggle. And enthusiastic about one or both of these individuals now dying in this pit. She's very excited. But wait, there's more. That actually is Rivius. Hey, Rivius.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. What's up? You want to get on this boat or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go topside? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You're gonna want to move
Where is
quickly.
Bias
It's coming
located?
right. Would usually at the helm. She's probably
Okay,
not in
that's
the
where I wanna go
galley
then.
making toast.
I mean, this ship might have autopilot.
BIOS is the autopilot.
Exactly. So why can't she be like somewhere else and also still piloting the ship?
Do you
Either
think?
way, I want to go to the helm.
Okay, good, because that's where BIOS is. And as you start to fly up, she goes, "Now, what are you doing up here? I thought I was coming to you."
Yes. We're going to each other.
Yeah. She sort of like looks over and down, and she goes, "But the springs are down there."
Mm-hmm. Can you hold this? And then I just want to hand her Maggie.
Okay. Sweet. She very delicately takes the bird out of your hand, and she says, "Hello, Maggie." Maggie looks very angry.
It's exactly why I don't want to hold her.
She's filing for divorce.
We
She
never
gonna get that. She gonna get that alimony. She's gonna get
Coming for
served
child
papers
support.
at the
Ugh.
Mercenary Guild. She says, okay, do you want to steer then, I guess?
No, just.
Well, how am I supposed to hold this bird and steer at the same time? What are you?
I just wanted to say that the dragon eggs are massive and like really big. I mean, I know I'm small, I know we're small, but they're really big, and also they're a really nasty devil down there. And as I was coming up here to relay some important information, someone walked onto the scene and then clapped her over the head. I don't know how that is going, but I know that we were in pretty rough shape when I left, and that we are seriously outnumbered down there. So if you are landing the ship at the springs, you're going to be absolutely surrounded.
Okay. You really should start piloting the ship. It just sort of hovers here. If we're,
I'll take Maggie.
If you don't, no, I know you can. You gave me the bird. I guess I don't know who's Maggie.
Well, I don't know how to pilot it.
You grab the stick and drive it.
All right. I'm piloting the ship now. I guess.
Roll me a sleight of hand check, please.
Dirty 20.
All right, it's very intuitive. It's not that hard. It's like a cane. It's like a wooden cane stuck in the section 4 bricks meet. It's got a deep, grooved, chalk-lined circle that goes around the edges of all 4 of those bricks and little arrows that point inward. As you grab a hold of the cane, you feel almost in tune with the ship itself, like it's humming. And as you begin to push forward on it and sort of bank it to the left a little bit, it goes forward and then banks to the left. And as you sort of push down, it goes down. And you're like, oh, well, this is fair. It's like just like flying a plane or a bird.
Okay.
It's almost like you have an intuitive understanding of how to fly.
It's better than holding Maggie, so this is fine.
Yeah, it's a good thing that BIOS got a 27 sleight of hand check. Because Maggie got a 19 to try and acrobatics to try and break free during the handoff.
Why is she so mean?
She's not mean. She's lusty.
She's mean. Oh,
That's how I like a
I'm
mean
going
and
to get a
lusty.
restraining order against a bird. Like at this point.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck, I guess, is all I can.
Oh, she gets alimony, but I can't get a restraining order. What kind of ass backwards shit? It's not fair.
Clearly, you do not understand how the legal system works in this world.
This is not fair.
It's very matriarchal. Yeah, for real. Yeah. I mean, it like a bird's word against a bird's word. He said, she said, she's gonna be, yeah. We're almost done here. As you drive this ship downward, Brandon, you see these two struggling to get this egg out. You realize that your lady might be delighting in it, but I would be hard pressed to believe that you would let both of them die.
No, I would not.
Okay.
No.
What do you do as you see these two struggling to get this next to last egg out of this?
I think it's time to make another deal. Okay.
We don't have a whole lot to trade at this point, so
I know. I mean, I'm gonna try to smooth talker. So it's like,
I want to be very clear. You have less than 2 minutes to make this happen and get these
Okay.
eggs out. So choppy.
okay, Queen, I those two. I know you would like to see them die, but I wouldn't. So I know I already gave you my soul, but like, can this be like a back and forth kind of relationship? Like I give, and sometimes you reward me. I get a little get. So can you please don't let them drown in a pool of molten acid, please?
She turns around and she brushes her hand against your cheek, and she says, "You're so sweet." And then she grabs the collar of
Oh.
your
Oh.
plate armor,
Oh.
and then stands up and hurls you over her head
Oh.
towards the two of them, and she says, "You don't let them die." And can
Okay.
I get a Constitution saving throw from you, please?
All right. I guess I gotta do it. I'll go help. I'm coming, guys. I got a 14.
Fantastic. You are going to take 17 points of
Okay.
acid damage and 7 points of burning damage. And as you hit the water, we see it splash out and then splash in over you again. And the last thing you see before we leave you today is the Mercenary Guild airship silhouetted against the full moon. And that is where I'll leave you tonight. Good night, everybody. It was a real pleasure. Thank you, Matt, for joining us. It was great having you. I look forward to having you around for more. Love your energy. Love your character. Can't wait to see
Sure.
more of them. So, with
Thank you.
that all said and done, I must bid you adieu and au revoir, and remind you, as always, to be good, to take care of yourselves, and if you can't be good, don't get caught. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
See you soon. Adios.